Praises to the Creator. Yeah. I forgot to add Nahum to the um um teaching that I did yesterday. Because Nahum has to do to show in the future the men are going to be running around and talking about their prophets, and they're gonna get their ass beat. They're gonna get their ass beat down for saying that they're prophets. So wait a minute, is that Nahum home? Because I always mix Nahum up with um Nehemiah and Nahum up. Hold on. I always mix those two up, just like I do Micah and Malachi. Oops. No, that's Zechariah. Zechariah. Hello. Let me see if I got Zechariah. But let's go read that anyway. Let's go back and read that. Chronicles. Chronicles. This right here. So it reads. Where's my glasses at? Because mama needs to see. I've been up since 5 this morning because I had to take my baby in for surgery. So she's going to get surgery. Diva, my diva. So, and I'm going to have somebody pick her up this evening for me. Oh, old lady, sit down. Okay, so on that day, the book of Moses was read in the ears of the people. And it was found written in it that the Ammonite or Moabite should not ever enter into the congregation of the Creator Yah for eternity, because they did great. They did not greet the children of Israel with bread and with water. And the Moabite king hired Balaam against Israel to curse Israel. But our Creator reversed the curse into a blessing. So it happened that when they heard the Torah, they separated all the assimilated ones from Israel. So they had already assimilated these people into us, Ammonites and Moabite. And you're thinking that you are you're thinking you're Israel and you're not. You're thinking that you're Israel and you're not. Okay? So you need to pay attention to that. So now we need to go to, and that was Nehemiah chapter 13. Okay. So let's go to, and they left out the part where they set holes at the gate. See if I got it. I'm gonna have to go, because I may have not have did Zechariah. Ezra. What's this? Daniel. Jeremiah. Isaiah. Malachi. Zechariah. Yes, I got it. Zechariah 13. So let's go and read this. So on that day, there will be a spring open upon the house of David and for the inhabitants of Jerusalem for cleansing and purification. And for purification. And it will happen on that day. These are the words of the Creator Yah, the Master of Legions, that I will eliminate the names of idols from the land. They will not be mentioned again. I will also remove the false prophets and the spirit of impurity from the land. And it will happen when a man will prophesy falsely in the future, that his father and his mother, those who bore him, will say to him, you should not live, for you have spoken falsehoods in the name of the Creator Yah. And his father and mother, those who bore him, will stab him when he prophesies. It will happen on that day that the prophets will be ashamed, each one of his visions when he prophesies it, and they will no longer wear the fur cloak in order to declare their lies. Rather, he will say, I am not a prophet. I am a worker of the land, for a person took me as a herdsman since my youth. And if someone will say to him, what are the scars between your arms? He will say, it is from when I was beaten in the house of those who love me. So Yah is saying the men are going to get punished in the future. This is going to be after the great and terrible day. And then y'all going to start coming up and talking about, man, I heard this and this and y'all going to get punished for lying. Because y'all didn't talk to y'all. Don't y'all understand and understand how serious this is? The false prophets, the people that prophesy that these things, and y'all are wrong. Y'all wrong. Y'all are not called by the Creator. Y'all, you can't be. If you an Ammonite, if you a Moabite, if you of any of these lineages, y'all ain't talking to you. Let me go back over here too. You got to be a full-blooded Hebrew, and you got to be of the seed. You ain't no full-blooded Hebrew, and you have this, and I'm African, and I'm part this. You ain't no, baby. You ain't no. You're not the birthday, baby. You ain't the birthday. And you stop lying. The stuff you're getting is you're being led away by Mastema. That's what you're doing. You're being led away by Mastema, because if that's the case, if you were being talked to by the Creator Yah, you would be over here uplifting our women, not telling our women that we're going to be knocked down. You wouldn't be doing that. You would not be doing that. That's how I know y'all ain't the birthday. You ain't the one that the Creator is pouring into. Because you would be uplifting the daughters of Zion. You would be telling the people that, yes, Yah talks to them. Yes, Yah uses them. That's what you would be doing. You wouldn't be downgrading them to next to nothing and telling them that they got to come to you, talk to you, and then so they could go to the Creator Yah. But yet it says over in 2 Chronicles that we each woman, a man or a woman, young or old, not and. It says or not a woman with her husband. She says man or woman. Or, do you know what the word or means? So whenever I see somebody preaching that, I know you're a false prophet. When you're preaching that we ain't even supposed to preach, Micah chapter 3 lets me know you're a false prophet. You the false prophet, and you don't even know you the false prophet. Let me see if I got Micah 3 in here. I might have took a picture of it. Anybody that is speaking, don't preach. Telling the women, don't speak. Telling the women, don't speak. You are a false prophet. You're a false prophet. You're proving that you're a false prophet. just by speaking that. Just by speaking that. Just by speaking that. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to have to go back to Micah. So I clicked on a lot of stuff. Joseph demonstrated generosity of the spirit and sensitive sympathy for frightened, helpless people. This is why Joseph received the kingship. Joseph cared about the people. Joseph wasn't trying to oppress people. Joseph helped everybody that Joseph walked up to, even though they was trying to throw him in the dungeon. Oh, I know what else I left out. Let me show you something else. Ooh, I just remember what else I left out. So here it is right here. That's why I did that. A charming son is Joseph. A charming son to the eye. Each of the girls climbed heights to gaze. They embittered him and became antagonists. And the arrow-tongued men hated him. They talked shit about Joseph. But his bow was firm and in place, and his arm was gilded from the hands of the mighty power of Jacob. The power of who? Jacob. From there, he shepherded the stone of Israel. So y'all don't even know what you're reading. That was from the creator of the power of your fathers, and he helped you, and with Shaddai. And he will bless you with blessings of heaven from above, blessings of the deep crouching below, blessings of the bosom and the womb, and the blessings of your father surpass the blessings of my parents to the endless bounds of the world's hills. Let them be upon Joseph's head and upon the head of the exiles of his brother. Joseph got the biggest blessings out of everybody. Joseph did. Now, let's go here. I know it because I knew it was something else. Now, where is the one with Judah? Now, let me show you what Judah says. Judah, your brother, shall acknowledge your head. Knowledge. Your brother shall acknowledge. Your hand will be at your enemy's neck. Your father's sons will prostrate themselves to you. So who is the enemy of Judah? His own brothers. And a lion cub is Judah. From the prey, my son, you elevated yourself. So y'all didn't elevate Judah. Judah elevated Judah's self. By being a what? A prey. Judah what? Crouch. Lies down like a lion. Like an awesome lion. Who dares to rouse him? The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a scholar from among his descendants until Shiloh. Who is Shiloh? That's David. Arrives. And he will be an assemblage of the nations. Who assembled the nations? David. And he will tie his, then who will tie? David don't do this. This is who? Who ties themselves, will tie his donkey to him. That is Judah will tie his donkey to the vine. To the vine branch, his donkey is foul. He will launder his garments in wine and his robe in the blood of grapes, red-eyed from wine and white-toothed from milk. This is Judah. And let me show you over here. Let me see, is it right here? Then it says, Judah, when Judah heard Jacob's rebuke of his brothers, he drew back, afraid of Jacob might chasten him over the affair of Tamar. So Jacob called him Suli Judah The words imperative, you are not like them. Your brothers acknowledge. Judah would be a source of the Jewish leadership authority, the David dynasty and Messiah, the Messiah. So admire will be all your brothers, the Jews, will not say, I am Reubenite or Simonite, but I am Yahudi. I am Judite, Jew, Midrash. Now, here it is. It lets you know that the David will come out of Judah after they go steal the land. It says it right here. After they steal the land. It says it right here. A lion cub, like a lion, an awesome lion. You just a lion. You a lion. What does a lion do? How does a lion get people? Y'all, I'm losing people because they don't like my teachings. So I was up and this is dropping down, which I don't care. Because I'm not here teaching my teaching. I'm teaching what y'all. Thus says the Creator, y'all. Hey. Okay, so see if it shows this. Yeah, I'll go do the definition. How lions.
Welcome to the Wildest Wildlife Channel. Thank you for your visit. Today, we will see how a pride of lions hunts a rhino. Let's watch. In the vast grasslands, a female lion is seen walking with her young cub. The mother lion appears alert, observing her surroundings with sharp eyes while her cub trots alongside, trying to mimic her movements. They traverse an area surrounded by bushes, occasionally stopping to ensure there are no threats around, as if giving hints and lessons to her cub on how to survive in the wild. While the other lions watch their prey from a distance, a group of lions works together carefully in the hunt. Each member of the group has an important role, from stalking, chasing, to pinning down the prey. Their good coordination ensures a successful hunt, allowing the pride to meet its food needs. This cooperation not only demonstrates their cunning, but also the strong social bonds among the lions. The zebra in front of the lion looks startled. The big lion has not yet found the right moment to attack. The lion is still looking for an opportunity to strike at the animal in front of it. This time, the zebra is still lucky. The same goes for the lucky impala. The lion only watches it without intimidating. The lion is still looking for an opportunity to attack the animals in front of it, which might become its prey. But this time, the impala is still given a chance to survive. In the heart of the savannah, a pride of lions.
That should be enough. That right there should be enough. Right there. What does it mean Judah is a lion whelp? You see that? You see that? Judah from the prey. Elevated yourself from the prey. By preying on people, Judah elevated Judah's self. That's how Judah got that. The one who was the shepherd. The one who's the shepherd is Joseph. It is Joseph. That is Joseph who is the shepherd. And everybody hates Joseph. Even now, they talk shit about Joseph. I saw this guy teaching, and he's supposed to be a Israelite. And he was like, that guy, he was talking about Joseph, y'all. That guy he was a spoiled brat. He's a this and he's that. He thought he was the shit. Blah, blah, blah. That's why they ended up giving him his stupid ass away. That's what how he was talking about Joseph. That's how this is. I stopped watching him because he was talking about Joseph like that. Y'all don't be knowing what y'all saying because y'all over there thinking that Judah was righteous and Judah did all this good stuff. Judah ain't did shit good. Like my sister, Judith Israel, aka Sheila, she was like, Tamar had, in order for Judah to even have righteous seed, she had to dress up like a whore for Judah to even touch her. He liked whores. We ain't even supposed to do that. And then it says, I'm going to say this again and get off of here. A charming son is Joseph. A charming son at the eye. Each of the girls climbed the heights to gaze. They embittered him and became antagonists. And the arrow tongue of men hated him. To this day, these men hate Joseph. To this day. The mighty power of Jacob and the shepherd and he shepherded the stone of Israel. Who shepherded the stone of Israel? What does it mean to shepherd the stone of Israel? Shepherd the stone of Israel. The foundation of biblical prophecy of the Messiah, who was foretold to be Davidic king and the ultimate protector, the shepherd of his people, emerging directly from Bethlehem Ephraim, the ancient relative small town in Judah, also the city of David, where the King David was born and anointed. In its exact location prophesied that the Hebrew Bible as the birthplace of the Messiah. The shepherd stone of Israel in Genesis 49:28, Jacob Baruch's his son Joseph names the creator, the shepherd names the power, the shepherd, the stone of Israel. This image is a foundational stone and as a guiding, protecting shepherd is later applied to the coming Messiah. The Messiah was prophesied to come from the royal lineage house of King David. The genealogy established the rightful kingly authority to rule over Israel. Thank you. Who ruling over Israel? Who ruling over Israel? Who gonna rule over Israel? Let's let Obadiah tell you who gonna be ruling over the Israel. Not Obadiah. Let's let Obadiah tell you who ruling over Israel. Y'all don't believe fat meat greasy. Y'all still over here teaching that Judah bullshit. Obadiah says, who gonna be the ruler in Israel? Who gonna be the ruler in Zion? On my Zion, there will be a refuge. It will be holy. And the house of Jacob will inherit those who had disposed them. And the house of Jacob will be a fire. And the house of Joseph a flame. And the house of Esau a straw. And they will ignite them and devour them. There will be no survivor of the house of Esau. This is the word that the Creator Yah has spoken. And the southlands will inherit the mountain of Esau, and those of the lowland will inherit the Philistines, and they will inherit the fields of Ephraim and the field of Samaria. And Benjamin will inherit Gilead, and the exile host of the children of Israel who are among the Canaanites will until Zapharite, they will the exile of Jerusalem, which is in Shepherd, which inherit the cities of the south, and the saviors, who is the saviors, that will ascend on Mount Zion to Esau, and the kingdom of the Creator Yah. Who is it? The house of Joseph. Let's give our praise and all glory to the Creator Yah. Haya for pouring your Ruach HaKodesh on me and allow me to be a vessel that you actually want to use. All praise to you and you alone. Hallelujah.